is going on, Jets Nation? Welcome back to the Jets Roundtable, the best roundtable that reports on an individual team on the channel, because we're the AFC East champions to come, baby. You know the vibes. Let's go. We got Jake Gaz and Matt O'Leary back in the house. We're going to give you guys our final mock draft because a week from today is the actual NFL draft. We have a lot of fun stuff coming your way. We're not going to be able to be live the day of the draft here on the Jets Roundtable because we'll all be doing our own things. Jake's got a great thing going on in Vegas. Mr. Matt and Ryan and Green Bean are doing an event on Long Island at the main event. I'm going to be ready to go to MetLife Stadium. So we're not going to be doing a show on this channel for the Jets Roundtable next week. So this will be the final one to preview the NFL draft. I can't believe we're finally almost here, 1 week away. Matt, how you feeling today, my man?
I am amped up. I am ready for the draft. I know it's been fun debating the same storylines for 3 months, but I am ready for it to be over, and we could just talk about whatever guy we pick.
Oh, my God, right? But Brock Bowers or offensive line, weapon, or O-line. What do you mean? You don't like that debate, Matt? It's healthy.
It was fun for the first 7 weeks, but I'm kind of done now.
Jake, are you ready for the debates to come to an end?
Yeah, this ends with them taking a defensive tackle, just so everyone knows, by the way. Just watch.
It's going to happen. It's inevitable. Dallas Turner, you are a New York Jet. Just kidding. That's not going to happen. Well, welcome back, guys. We're going to be doing a mock draft. We're going to be getting into everything related to the New York Jets. Of course, don't forget to hit the like button on your way in to the show. Shout out to everybody tuning in. We got Rat Diddy. Love this trio, baby. Shout out to Rat Diddy in the chat.
He'll be in Vegas with me. Shout out to Rat Diddy. He's making the trip to Vegas.
Love that. I met Rat Diddy when I was in Vegas.
Yeah.
I met all of the boys over there in Vegas. That was a great time, Jake. Just got to say thank you again because that time in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I don't want to talk about it too much, but hey, it was a good time. Minus the Jets losing.
Everything was perfect till the game started, which was out of our control. But we as Jet fans brought it that weekend. There's no doubt.
It was nuts, man. Circa's great. If you guys are not going to Vegas, if you've never been to Vegas, I highly recommend it, especially at Circa with Jake. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We got our boy King Loski's in the house. Absolutely love it because everyone, I don't know if you guys have seen a King Loski call-in show, a call-in on the roundtable, but he's the last one every time. He finishes up a long 3-hour show, and he has something to say for every single host. And he doesn't need to talk to me. It's just this. He doesn't need to talk about me. He goes after TD, gives him his, goes after Dan, gives him his, goes after Colby, and boy, it is must-see TV. So King Loski, shout out to you in the chat. Love to see you as always. But I feel a little out of place. I'm not wearing Jets green today because I just got to manifest my New York Knicks because playoffs starts on Saturday. We're the second seed. We got 50 dubs. We're going to be live on Knicks Media for any Knicks fans that are interested to give you guys an in-depth playoff series preview later today on Knicks Media. I freaking love this, baby. Jake, I'm just at a loss for words about these Knicks. Matt, we got a lot to talk about these Mets. Orange and blue skies, baby. Orange and blue skies. Come on now.
Islanders too, Matt. I mean,
Islanders too. Can't forget.
Saturday, you got both the Knicks and the Islanders on Saturday. So if you're you're going to be flipping around back and forth.
Kill me. I'm gonna be stressed watching 2 games at once.
You know what I'm stressed about? Game 3 of the Knicks-Sixers series is the night of the draft.
I know. Kill me again.
Come on, Knicks. You know better than that. Or NBA. The Knicks didn't make that decision. But obviously, I'm going to be watching the draft. That's priority. But still, man, that's going to suck that the Knicks playoff game is freaking the night of the draft. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Neil with a $10 super chat. Hello, guys. I need 2 tickets to the main event draft party. Send me link to purchase tickets. Matt, where's the link?
Neil. Where were you the last 3 months? We had to cut off the sales so we can let them know how many people are going to be there.
I'd be careful. Neil might just show up, and let's just say that event is going to change real quick if Neil can't get into the building.
I know. I love Neil. I would love for him to be there. We might do it a little bit differently next year. This is our first year doing it. It was a learning experience, but we wanted to do an all-inclusive package, and with that all-inclusive package, you had to let the venue know a week out. So we had to cut ticket sales this week.
What if you show up?
So they're not available anymore.
Could you show up and adjacently eat at the main event and then pop over to say hello? Like, if you're just there as a customer that night?
I'm sure that's doable.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if like Neil can't be getting in on the buffet and open bar at that point, but you are more than welcome to come hang.
Neil's gonna crash the party.
I probably will. And I love Neil for that.
Well, I know you're going to kill it. Matt and I, we go way back in the main event. We did Matt hosted a live show on his channel when Jeremy Ruckert came through. We had Mr. Ruckert on the show. That was a lot of fun. And then this past year, Jake had all of us come through to the main event, a little meet up for Thursday Night Football. So the main event is doing some cool things. I almost did an event for a game last year, and I'm so happy I didn't do it because I was planning to do a watch party for, I think, Jets Browns Thursday Night Football. And I talked, it was actually at your event, Jake. I went up to the manager and talked to him. Hey, I'm considering doing something similar to what Matt did, like an all-inclusive thing. And then something told me, yeah, don't do that. Thank God I didn't do that. Can you imagine? I booked a whole event for that game, the Jets Browns. Oh my gosh, that season crumbled before our eyes. I digress. Oh, we got a big super chat here for the memes with the $20 burger. Thank you so much. Very generous of you, my friend. Thank you so much. My three favorite Jets creators. Jake, you're the top dog. Matt, you're the answer. Richie, you're the truth. Wow. Have we all come to an agreement over pick 10? And do we know which Jets players are going to draft party? Love you. We love you too. How about this? How about that? No, we have not come to an agreement. That never happened from Jets fans, right, Matt?
No. Again, we got 7 more days to continue to bang home the same talking points we've done. But I think everyone can agree that it's got to be on the offensive side of the ball. So that's like a half agree, I would say.
What do you mean? The defense needs help. The defense needs to be better at all times. Nah, in all seriousness, Jets fans will never be on the same page with anything other than when we hopefully start winning football games. Now, when it comes to which Jets players will be going to the draft party, the one person I do know that I'm going to actually be with is Bart Scott. He's going to be the head of the whole operation. I don't even know where I'm going to be, to be honest. I'm just going with the flow, and I don't even know where I'm going to be. But there will be Jets players there, and apparently Ryan was telling me that like they kick you out after the Jets pick. What do you mean I get kicked out? I can't watch the rest of the first round? What if we pull off a Jermaine Johnson and trade back in the first round or something? I can't leave MetLife Stadium after the Jets pick.
You got to hope they trade back like really far down then.
Yeah, I don't want to leave MetLife that early. So we shall see. Are you going to be there here for the memes? Are you going to be at MetLife? I'd love to meet you. I'll be there. I'll be there with Jack. Appreciate the $20 super chat. Very, very generous of you, my friend. Very, very generous of you. Now, let's get into some things surrounding the New York Jets before we go into the mock draft. I do want to get your guys' thoughts of the new uniforms. Jake is representing the new logo right now very well on his head and on his shirt right there. So, Jake, we knew this was coming. It kind of wasn't a shocker because we knew what the jerseys would look like. But how does it feel that they are finally here and the rebrand is in front of our faces? Did you buy any jerseys yet or any new merch or what? Let us know.
Yeah, I bought some merch so far. I also because we knew this was coming. Like we had been talking about this for a while. I had been loading up on like throwback stuff that's now in style. Like this shirt is like the quote unquote new logo. I know they slightly adjusted it, but like this shirt's like from like 1997, like when the AFC East wasn't even called that. It was still called the Eastern Division. So I've just been loading up on like throwback Jets gear because like this hat is a trucker's hat from like the late 80s, but guess what? It's now in style again. So like I love it, man. I mean, the Jets nailed it. They look like a football team. I'm excited to watch them actually be able to wear green at home once again. And I will say, Richie, your tweet with the Garrett jersey in black, that was unreal, man. Like I thought green was my favorite, but after seeing like your jersey up close, black is really looking nice too. Yeah, show that to the fans because I was thinking that looked awesome.
It did, and I was jealous that Richie got his right away because I ordered a green Garrett Wilson #5 jersey, and that thing's going to ship out in like May. So clearly I did the wrong thing, and I should have went with the alternate jersey. Yeah, look at that.
Sorry, Matt. I don't want to rub this in your face. I heard that you have to wait till May for yours, huh?
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Well, if you guys are considering getting a jersey, I mean, this is just, oh my God. This is the Fuse version, the $175 version.
Wow.
This is
In the 5 looks so good too.
And there's a story. I've been waiting for this jersey for so long. Number 5 is my favorite number. Always has been. Shout out David Wright. He has a reason for it. 5 is always my favorite number. And when I heard that Garrett Wilson's changing his number to number 5, I'm like, I'm okay. I cannot wait to get a Garrett Wilson jersey. I've never bought a Garrett Wilson jersey. I'm like, I'm waiting for number 5. It's been a year and a half wait, and it's finally here. And I also never had a black jersey. I've had 2 black jerseys for the Jets, Jamal Adams and Elijah Moore.
Oh,
So I've been waiting for a black jersey to wear for a while now.
Let's hope Garrett doesn't request a trade now. You're the reason why.
Sorry, guys. Blame me if Garrett requests a trade. Not happening, but it's the new one. There's no stealth black. It's none of the nonsense, but that shit's so freaking nice, man. I would highly recommend. And I think the reason why I came here so fast, if you go to the Jets shop, you'll notice on some things there's free express shipping. And some jerseys have it, some don't for some reason. And that one had the express shipping, and it came in 2 days. It's like, what? 2 days?
that's crazy.
I'll take it. Mike D's nuts with the $5 super chat. I'm going to drive down from Albany to meet up with Neil and crash this show. JK, can't wait to watch 3 of my fave Jets creators. Let's effing go, boys. Well, Mike D's nuts. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, they're going to be breaking down the doors at the main event, I think.
It's going to be crazy. Neil's going to try and smoke a cigar in there again, and that place is going to light on fire. They got to be on to Neil's antics from last time.
Yeah, there's a picture of him at the front when he tries to walk in.
Well, I mean, this is a children-friendly show, but there is a certain thing very close to the main event that's brand new that just opened that is legal now. Connect the dots if you want to have some fun. Just saying. But I digress. Matt, what was your thoughts of the new jerseys that came out, man? You said you bought what jersey again?
Yeah, Garrett, number 5 in the green, which I'll be getting by Christmas 2024. I love it. I think they look so good. I wanted to go with a green jersey. I got a white Rodgers legacy last year. So I'm going to keep that as the white. Eventually I'll get a black one too, I think. But I think they did such a tremendous job with it. Some of the small details too, like the NY on the helmet in the front on like that white little patch, I think looks good. I love the white face mask. It's such an upgrade over the black face mask that they had the last few years. Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect 10. They couldn't have done a better job. I am thrilled to not only hopefully see a team that plays good, but also looks good.
Right? And it just doesn't it feel good that it's a consensus of the fan base? Like we can all actually talk about Jets fans being not on the same page for a draft pick. Same thing when we announced the new jerseys 5 years ago. You know, majority of the fans didn't like the new jerseys. Some Jets fans like, what do you mean? I like these new jerseys. There was always a divide. Doesn't it feel refreshing that there's a launch of new uniforms and we're all like, yeah, these are sick. Like that's so rare for Jets fans to be on the same page with something in a positive light. I'm not taking it for granted.
Look good, feel good, baby. I mean, that's why the Jets have sucked. It's been the jerseys. Now that they look good, they're going to play good.
Actually, I do take it back because there are a section of fans. Who gives a fuck what they wear? I just want wins. I don't care if they wear dog poop. I want them to win. Yeah, okay. We get it. Okay, we want them to win too. But you'd rather them look good when they win. Okay? That's how we look at it. RJ MacPot with the $5 super chat. And excuse my French there, man. You know, this roundtable just brings the worst out of me sometimes. Points bet free jersey promo code that I got during the season opener doesn't work. Fanatics screwed me. I waited for this week to use them too. Damn. They screwed you over. It's tough. RJ MacPot 720. Thank you for the super chat. Hopefully you do get your I remember that now. There was like a whole thing that the promo with points bet, and I guess it didn't carry over. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. What are you guys' thoughts of the new alternate logos?
So I don't love the one that's like just the wing. I think that one looks a little bit weird. But the other ones are pretty cool. I'd be down for like that on a hat or some merch or something like that. But the one with like just the wing, I think looks a little strange.
You mean this one?
Yeah, doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, it's a little
weird. You don't want the Jets to do your taxes? like an accounting firm, like corporate.
It does. That's Deloitte's new logo.
What do you think of him, Jake?
Yeah, that's not my favorite, but I like the NY one. I think that's cool. I just like that for the most part they got away from like Jet logo with the football. Like we know you're a football team. Like lean into the fact your team name is cool. You're the Jets. Like I wish they had like a true logo, like the throwback from like '62 with the full plane. Like I think that's the next step. I bet you they have a white helmet they introduce next year and really go name it the Euro throwbacks. That'd be sick.
Mm,
I like that.
mm. And even like the name of throwbacks were our jerseys we grew up with in a way.
It was like
That's
a
what they
modern.
were.
It was a
It's
modern
like a
like
modern
spin on it.
version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they can definitely do that now that they're going to a third alternate helmet. There's some people saying
color
they want
was
to bring the
darker.
Titans back.
Yeah. Well, the ones that Parcells reintroduced that were the Jets jerseys through 2018, even though Nike completely ruined it 2012 on. The like they were like a darker version. Like in the 60s, the name it there, like if you go on like Mitchell and Ness and see those, like they were a lot lighter. And like the Sack Exchange jerseys, they were a lot lighter too. Like this new logo is a little darker. It's subtle, but it's a little darker.
Mm. Yeah, I would love that. Matt, what do you want the third jerseys to be next year?
Yeah,
The
I would say like
Titans, the that era, or
I'm not big on the Titans era. Like it was cool in what was that, like 2008 to 2011. Like I'm good with just leaving that in that era. I would do like a modern version of the 98 to 2018s. I just hate it. Like Jake said, once they switched from Reebok to Nike, those jerseys were atrocious. So if they could like, I don't know, do it right. I don't want like a carbon copy of like the Sam Darnold, Jamal Adams era, like that version of the jerseys. But if they could modernize it a little bit with the white helmet and that old school logo, I think that'd be the way to go.
yeah, I agree. I like that idea. Mike These Nuts is back. Green Rogers should show up on Monday for me. Wow, a Green Rogers.
Who
How
you
about
guys
that?
getting to ship this stuff out, man? I don't. Why do I gotta wait till the 4th of July to get mine?
Woody
Matt,
Johnson. He
what
knows
did
him
you do?
personally.
What did you do wrong, Matt?
I don't know. Probably because I got an extra large, which that's like one of the more popular sizes. That's gonna be my
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, you're built like a quarterback. What can you do? Right?
More like we're pushing tight end weight these days. Not good. We gotta get back
Like
to
a
quarterback.
Brock Bowers type of build. There I say.
Yeah, probably
Bowers
right.
build. Well, speaking of Brock Bowers, you guys know who that is, right?
Hmm?
You guys know who Brock
Bauer
Bowers is? You heard of him?
boys.
The Bauer boys are about to love this because, yes, you guessed it. He's still the heavy favorite to be a New York Jet at pick number 10. On BetUS's website, I've been taking note of this every single day, every week, of seeing if there's any shifts or anything. Brock Bowers is the favorite over there on BetUS's site. Now, if you guys want to check out BetUS and place your bets for the NFL draft and the NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, if you want to bet on the Mets to win the World Series, whatever you want to do, check out BetUS. Click that link down below in the description to receive a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,500. Definitely the number one online sportsbook in the world with a fast 24-hour payout and a 24/7-hour customer service, which is my personal favorite. Now, Brock Bowers visited with the Jets the day Aaron Rodgers showed up. Now, what does that mean? Brian Windhurst meme. Why? Huh? Why would they wait? Why would Brock Bowers come when Rodgers is in it? Did Rodgers speak to Brock Bowers? That's unconfirmed. I have no idea. I'm totally speculating and making up things. But as you see here on BetUS, Brock Bowers is the heavy favorite, with Fuaga coming at second at plus 600, Fashanu and Adunze at plus 700, and then Fatanu at plus 900. Matt, what are your thoughts of these odds? Do you think that these make sense to you? If there was a value pick, would you go Fatanu here or even an Adunze? Or do you think the safe bet is to just, all right, Brock Bauer boys, the Bauer boys win. Let's just put the money on the plus 135.
I don't love betting like favorites like that. I'm always kind of looking to find the value. So I might sprinkle on either the Odunze or Fotanu. That's jumping out at the plus 700 or the plus 900. I think that's the route that I would go if I was going to sprinkle a little something on the 10th overall pick.
How about you, Jake?
Fatano, baby. You can play every position. I feel like there's some value there. I don't truly think Bowers is going to be a Jet. I think it's a smokescreen. So I like the odds on Troy Furtado. I like the odds on Rome as well. I'm with Matt.
But what are you gonna do about the Brower boys? You just hurt. You just broke their hearts, Jake.
They might end up being right, and I'm just trying to like manifest it not happening. But for now, I don't see it happening.
Well, guys, if you want to place your bets on who's going to go number 10, you know where to check out BetUS. Let's hear a quick word from the proud sportsbook sponsor of Roundtable Sports, BetUS.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
Where the game begins. All right, I think it's time for the mock draft. Let's freaking go. The last one of the Jets Roundtable before the actual draft. People are sick of mock drafts, though. I've noticed. People are like, oh, mock drafts. Can we get to the real stuff? I mean, it's all we got. It's all we got. Right, Matt? Like, people are hating on us.
I don't know why. I don't know why. We fixed the Jets for like 3 straight weeks. We're gonna close out on a high note.
We will. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button, please, for the boys here on the AFC East Roundtable. And also, don't forget to subscribe to Matt O'Leary's channel, to Jake Asman's channel. That's linked down below in the description. They do a great job covering everything you need to know about the New York Jets. They need more Dolphins fans and Bills fans and Patriots fans in their chats so they can just feel what I have to go through. Okay, I'm sure they already have some, but I want more. I want Jake to deal with the nonsense I hear from a daily basis from Dolphins fans, and I would love to see him deal with my pain. And I mean that with a kind heart, Jake.
Of course. Of course you do.
All right, let's get into it. So, we're going to do a full 7-rounder. Now, before we enter this, are we going to trade up?
Have we done a trade up one yet?
We tried, and then Richie hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we ended up trading up later, but we were trying to get a weapon, and then we ended up trading up for Furtado.
We'll see. The only person I'll trade up for potentially is like if Odunze's there at like 8. But I don't know. I don't think he's going to be there. I think he's going to go and not be there at 10. So we don't have to trade up. We don't have to do that because I don't think that's really likely. Unless you guys think there's an actual chance of the Jets trading up.
I don't really think it's. I would say that's probably on the lower end of something that I would expect to happen. I would say more likely trade back.
All right. You heard it. We're not trading up. Caleb Williams goes number 1. Shocker. Drake May bust to Washington. J.J. McCarthy to New England. Marvin Harrison to Arizona. Malik Neighbors. Jaden Daniels falls to 6. Give me Roma Dunze! Don't take him! Fuck! Sorry, I keep cursing. It's my fault. Oh, the worst thing you can ask for the non-Bauer boys. Brock Bowers is on the clock.
Trade back.
Here.
Trade
back. We have one team available, and it is the Colts at pick 15.
Are they giving us a 2? I can't see.
We could ask for it. So I'm definitely down to trade back.
All right, let's do it.
We're going to ask for 15 and 46 in a trade back. And we'll give them 10. Should we ask for any more?
We probably got to include one of our picks to balance it. Like, give them one of our forts.
111?
Yeah.
134.
Try that.
Yeah, start with 134.
So this is good. 15 and 46 for 10 and 134.
Yep.
I love it.
But Justin the Boss says, Bauer boys, screw the Colts. Give us Bowers.
Oh, Justin, close your eyes.
This is so great. Trade accepted.
Hey, all right. There we go. Let them take Powers.
They go up for Latham.
Interesting. Okay.
Fashanu goes to Minnesota. Brock Bowers goes 13. Fawaga goes 14.
Furtado's on the board.
Let's go. Latu is still there, boys. He's still there. Hey, we picked 15 last year. You know what position we did last time.
That's right.
All right, so I think the easy...
Brian Thomas is still there, too, if we wanted a receiver.
Yeah, the easy one here is Troy Fatanu. Now there is a part of me that would entertain a Brian Thomas. What are your guys' thoughts of Mitchell? Curious. Not in this spot, but like as a prospect. Do you have any thoughts on him?
I like him. I think he's going to end up in Buffalo, though. That feels like the range that they're going to end up picking in.
I haven't watched him enough to really know. I know he's highly regarded, but I feel like I feel like it's the big three. I've seen a lot of Brian Thomas, and then that next tier, Mitchell's like the head of that, the wave three, so to speak, tier three.
So is Fontenot? I always say this guy's name wrong. Matt, how do you say this guy's name?
I don't.
Say it
I've
wrong
been
every time.
corrected multiple times. I think it's Fortanu.
Fotanu. Is that right, Jake? Do you confirm?
I don't know how to say it either, so I just say a bunch of different versions, and I hope one of them's correct.
Is this the pick?
I mean, if Knobel's on the board, I'd consider him.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
I think he got picked number 1.
Oh, it's true.
He could play all the positions.
Oh gosh. Well, right as of right now, I think that's going to be the pick. I think it's between that and Brian Thomas, and I'm okay with Fontenot. Now I'm second guessing how to say this guy's name even more.
We got the best sixth man in the league. He could play all the positions. Troy Fontenot.
Knoble needs to be the pick. Offensive tackle, wide receiver, tight end from college. It's true. The versatility is off the charts. With
Two-way
Knoble.
player. Yeah, crazy.
So since he already went off the board to Knoble, we can't take him. Is Troy the pick?
I'm in.
Yeah, that'd be my preference.
Jared Verse it is. Just kidding. Troy Fatanu, welcome to the Jets.
Now we have another second, so I feel like we're in a prime spot to go receiver in round 2.
I'm down. Xavier Worthy. Troy Franklin. Leggett. Damn.
Is Ricky still there?
Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky's there.
Oh, Roman Wilson too. I like Roman Wilson a
Wilson's
lot.
there. Keon Coleman's there. Malachi Corley's there. Javon Baker. It's too early for him, but I really like him a lot. So now the Jets are on the clock at 46. These are the wide receivers available. What are you guys thinking?
Me personally, I like Roman Wilson here.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of both Roman or Ricky. Those are usually my targets in the second round if I trade back. So I'm fine with either.
I think, let me go double check. We did a mock draft together already weeks ago, and it seems like we're doing the same exact one.
Yeah, we do. The path to get Fatano, though, we had to trade up to get him.
Oh, yeah, we did it a little differently with the trade. We had 2 trades.
Yeah, we did a deal with the Dallas Cowboys and moved back to like 22, and then we moved up to get Fatano.
I'm looking at it now. We took Ricky Purcell in that one, so let's switch it up and do Roman.
Okay.
Roman Wilson. 2 Wilsons at the receiver room. 3 because Zach is still on the team, by the way.
Wilson to Wilson to Wilson, baby.
Let's go. All right, we're back on the clock at 72, baby. This is where things can get interesting. Do you go back in the trenches? Do you go another receiver? Do you take your quarterback here? Do you take a safety here? What are you? What's your gut saying, Matt?
Are there any safe? I would think if you're going to go defensive side of the ball, safety or interior defensive line would be the only 2 spots on defense that I'd consider right now.
I would double up on receiver if I like some of the guys that are here.
Yeah, we could look at receiver.
We got Jermaine Burton. Javon Baker's still there. That's my draft crush at this stage, personally. Dan Mitchell's in the chat. He's seeing magic at work, bro. I feel bad for Dan. I mean, it was good for him. I'm not going to complain. He did have 4 straight, division champions to work with ever since we started the AFC's roundtable. But I feel bad that's coming to an end this year. It's just genuinely as a friend.
We hope.
So these are the receivers and the D line and the safeties available. I love Baker here. If you want to double dip, you got Brandon Dorless from Oregon. You got Kalen Bullock, one of my favorite safeties. Cameron Kitchens is still there. But yeah, I feel like you can get him a little later. What are you guys thinking?
I like Tez Walker.
Tez Walker still available? Yes.
I would. I like Walker too, actually.
So a Roman Wilson and a Tez Walker, double dip.
Score points, baby. That's why we
Yeah.
don't need the Bauer boys.
And all the points.
I don't know any tight end in this draft besides Brock Bowers.
Cole Bishop. Is he a safety bitch? No, he's a tight end,
Yeah.
isn't he? No.
Cole Bishop's a safety.
Who's the safety? The tight end I'm thinking of. Doesn't Ohio State have another tight end in this draft class?
I don't know.
Sinnott? Is that the guy's name? Ben Sinnott or Sinnott? Someone in the chat will know.
Cade Stover, Ben
Okay.
Sinnott.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Sinnott, and then I was confusing Stover with the safety from Ohio State. But yeah, Sinnott and Stover.
So it seems like the boys want Tez. The chat wants it. Tez Walker.
Score the points.
Yeah, let's do it.
Points, baby. Can't go wrong. Neil's back. Matt, leave the fiance behind. Let's take Bart with Richie, Steve, Asman, and Green Bean to gossip. Oh, God. They have a sports bar and basement that we can watch the rest of the draft, have a cigar, and have a blast.
I think Neil thinks Bart Scott's coming to the main event. Bart's at the Jets official draft party at MetLife. You know, he's not coming to the main event. I'm like, you got my dad involved in this now?
There's nothing more in this life than I want than to be at the strip club with Steve Asman.
I don't know, man. Neil's probably a lot more fun than my dad.
Oh, my
This sounds
gosh.
incredible.
Imagine Bart Scott there with us, too. Come on.
Bart would be fun at a strip club, too.
Gossip, bro. Oh, man. Neil, I'll meet you there, buddy.
It's right up the block.
It
It
is.
is. It's right
Great
down the
spot.
street from the main event. Right down the street. Totally. I've never been there. What? What? Well, Neil, thank you for the $10 again, man. Appreciate you big time.
Love
Oh, God. Look who's on the staring. Matt's crush.
You don't have to. I don't have to convince you guys. You know how I feel about them. But it's up to you if you want to wait and do it later. We did trade pick 134. That's usually the Jordan Travis spot.
What are Pratt fans called, Matt?
Pratt
don't know.
Pioneers.
Yeah. I think I like that. Pratt Pioneers. The Pratt
Pound it for Pratt.
Pound it for Pratt.
The Pratt Pounders. So is it a Pratt boy, Pratt Pioneer pick?
Wait. Pratt boy is kind of funny because it sounds like a frat boy, but you're a Pratt boy.
Yeah, you're a Pratt boy. Oh my God. So Kitchens is still there if you want to go safety. The Bauer boys, if they want to go Jared Wiley, because they're just infatuated with tight ends apparently. I don't know. If you want to go offensive line, Braylon Allen, pragmatic thinkers. What are we thinking? Is it quarterback? Is it another playmaker? Braylon Allen?
What are you thinking, Richie?
It's so tough. You know, I do like the idea of going safety here, but at the same time, I just want to keep going offense to get playmakers and get like a Braylon Allen I really, really like a lot in this year's draft class. Not that like running back is a need. I think Izzy is going to have a big role next to Brees this year. I think he's like the Jets are looking at him as the number 2, and I think they're going to look for the number 3. So maybe Braylon Allen wouldn't be the smart move because they don't really want to invest a 4th-round pick in a number 3. But I don't know. What do you guys think of the running back position? Do you think they're actually going to take one higher than we think? Or is Braylon Allen like here in the top of the 4th too early?
I think they might add a veteran to the running back room, which is kind of goes off the beaten path a little bit for Joe D, because he's taking a running back literally every single year. So I don't think it'd be crazy if you wanted to go running back, because we've seen it. Like he's done it a bunch. So you can make a case for it.
Is Tavonjay Sweat still there? Isn't that the guy that got the DUI? He fell to the 3rd round.
Here he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, wasn't he supposed to be like a late 1, early 2?
He was definitely supposed to go higher.
Wouldn't this be good value for the Jets? Like assuming like he's not a complete bleep head, we'd get this guy in the 4th round.
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea, Jake. I'm
It,
not gonna lie.
it is good value. You just got to see if
Character.
yeah, I don't know, maybe sit him next to Quinnen for a year and get him going in the right direction.
I would take him. I mean, like, you got a Dewey, very stupid, but like, the Jets have a lot of high character guys in that locker room that could keep his head on straight. We know they coach the defensive side of the ball really well, so he's going to a good situation to get developed. I would take. That's what I would do. I don't think there's any way he falls to round 4, but if he's there, I'd take him.
Him with Michael Clemens? Sold.
We need a defensive tackle anyway at some point.
Yep, they do.
Yep. Drafted him. Oh, Lascelles spoke. He wanted us to go with Pratt. Sorry, Lascelles. Didn't see that in time.
Pratt boys in the building.
We got Mr. Ryan in the house, though.
There he is.
Hey. What's up,
What's
man?
good, boys? I'm at work, as you can obviously see. I don't know if you guys are doing a mock draft or whatever, but I was like, I'll chime in for a little bit.
We are. Since you weren't here, you weren't able to voice your opinion on the weapon in the first round, so we did not go weapon in the first round.
Bastards. What'd you guys wind up picking?
So we traded down, and we Dallas Turner was still there, so we drafted Dallas Turner.
Bah! I'm ejecting myself from this conversation. Guys, I will see you later.
I'm just kidding. We got Troy Fatanu, or however the heck you say this guy's name. We got an extra second, and then we picked up Roman Wilson in the second round after we got Troy Fatanu in the first. And then in the third round, we got Ryan left.
Oh, he left.
He heard that, and he's like, get me out of here.
That's it. I'm done.
Deuces.
I don't need to be this. I don't need to be on this friggin'. That's funny. All right, pick 185. 3 picks remaining. This is where we can go a lot of different ways. Do we go? So we got our defensive tackle. We still need a quarterback. Joe Milton. Oh God.
He does have a big arm. We might forgo the developmental quarterback at this point, though.
Or do we wait for the Mr. Irrelevant quarterback selection to get a Brock Purdy? Who would that be, though? Yeah, I mean, this guy's name is literally he's a plumber. So,
Any relation to Jake Plummer?
Dre, how about Pratt Pack? Oh man, the Pratt Pack. Matt is the leader of the Pratt Pack.
I guess Pratt Pack's pretty good.
That's not bad either.
Oh,
I think we just wait quarterback for Mr. Irrelevant at this point, and we
I
just
agree.
go BPA. That's really
Dre,
it.
thank you for the $5. I like that. I like the Pratt Pack, but I did notice that Josh Proctor is off the board, Matt. Early in the 6th round.
Our guy.
He's usually at the back. He's Mr. Irrelevant usually.
I'm upset.
They're on to us. Is there another safety that you know of that's available here that you like?
Jalen Simpson.
Yeah. Should we go safety here? We got 2 wide receivers. Do we go running back? Do we go safety? It's tough. I mean, at this stage, you're just throwing darts.
RB. Score points.
Who should we get? This guy's a little unit.
He's got a big package, huh?
Should we go? Green beans guy.
Carson Steele, the fan fave.
Fan fave.
Green Bean has never missed on a Jets draft pick, so that's who I put my faith in.
Yeah,
Who doesn't love a tall white running back with long flowing blonde hair?
We could probably get him in the with pick 256.
Yeah.
I mean, no, his rank is 216 and ADP is at 223. So that's not the case, actually. He's been rising. Frank Gore Jr. Man, it's stressful. Why do I stressing out over a pick in the 6th round? I want to hit it. So should we wait for Steele? Should we take a running back like this guy from Louisville? take a safety. What's your guts saying, Matt?
Garendo looked like pretty good value there at running back. His ADP was like 150.
Take him.
190, 155 is ADP. Done. All right. And we wait for Mr. Irrelevance. The back-to-back Mr. Irrelevance. Is Sam Hartman our Mr. Irrelevant pick?
He's handsome.
I'll take a handsome lad as a Mr. Irrelevant. But before we go into Mr. Irrelevant, we got back-to-back picks. So let's take a safety. Kenny Logan Jr.
It sounds close to Kenny Loggins. I'm sold.
And then Mr. Irrelevant. Let's
Sam
see.
Hartman.
Sam Hartman to his brother, Devin Leary, with no O.
Close. That's my brother.
Plummer, John Plumley, Jason Greenbean. Oh, man. Is the Sam Hartman pick going to throw everyone off? Be like, oh, what, bro?
Well, he's handsome. What's wrong with him?
He is a handsome man. He's got a deep, look at his deep grade, bro. We need a deep quarterback.
If we take Tua's brother, it could be funny to say that we have the best tongue of Ilola in the division. We could troll Dolphins fans.
That's true.
So let's do that. Hey, TD, we have the best tongue of Ilola.
Taulia. How do you say that? Taulia?
Also, he could give us game plans on where Tua's weak.
I like that.
I don't know, but the good looks and the fact that Sam Hartman goes deep, that's kind of making me sway more Sam Hartman.
Devin Leary's from Jersey, apparently. Someone said in the chat.
What part of Jersey? If it's South Jersey, he's probably an Eagles fan, and who cares?
Okay, let's see.
Now, his deep grade is bad. We need deep. We like the deepness.
Sicklerville? I don't know where that is.
Sounds like a Philly suburb. Fuck it. Sam Hartman.
All right. He's
Bang.
handsome.
We got the handsome man. Here it is. A-.
Hey, not bad.
Let us
We
know.
crushed it.
How
honestly.
did we do, chat? How did we do? We don't need to, I don't even need you guys to tell us how we did. I know how we did. I'm going to save this, and we're going to post this later. A- is what PFF gives us. What do you give us in the chat? I mean, the double dip at wide receiver is cute. Not going to lie.
A+.
I'm liking it, man. I think I'm going to make a graphic for this post.
Do it.
Even
The other
Hawk's
one did well.
happy, and Hawk hates everything. And he likes this mock we did.
Hawk is happy. We won. One of my favorites we've done. We did it. But we got Hartman. That's going to ruin it all. The Mr. Relevant pick is going to make everyone make this an F.
Yeah, Tony's not a big fan, apparently.
What do they want at Mr. Irrelevant? I mean, we really saw Brock Purdy be great. We're trying to do the same thing.
I love how a Mr. Irrelevant pick, the last pick in the draft, PFF gives us a C+. I mean,
So really, they think that Hartman should have been undrafted then if they're giving that a C+.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Lascelles says, I think we should go quarterback earlier, but a B. Well,
How much earlier? Third round?
Yeah,
Fourth round?
Jordan Travis, Spencer Rattler. I really don't think the Jets are going to take Rattler, personally. I haven't heard any buzz around them. I don't even think they have a visit with him, right?
No, Travis or Pratt, I think, would be their selection if they're going to go one a little bit earlier.
But in this one, we get Sam Hartman. So we shall see. With the one trade, the Jets move back 5 slots to pick up a second-round pick to move up, basically, from 4 to the second round, which allows them to get Roman Wilson. And they still get Tez Walker in the third round. You get Sweat, who was probably supposed to go early in the draft but had some off-the-field issues. You got a nice running back in the later rounds, mixed in with the safety and the next Brock Purdy. Come on now. Sign me up, baby.
We didn't take Bowers, so it's a win.
So what is your reaction if the Jets actually take Bowers, Jake?
I'd be disappointed. I mean, I'm going to root for him. I see the appeal, but I think it's a huge mistake to do it at 10. Like, the history is not bode well for taking a tight end that high.
How about you, Matt?
I'm not as low on Brock Bowers as Jake seems to be. It's not my favorite option for the Jets at pick number 10, but I would be excited because I think, a weapon like that for the offense would be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah,
He better be amazing. That's all I'm going to say if they take him. Like, this guy better come in
right
and
away too.
we better be like, wow, okay, like this guy's like he's a star. Because like so much of Bowers, like you got to know how you got to have a plan for him. You got to know how to use him. I trust Rodgers, but I don't trust Hackett. That's a problem.
Yeah, and he's a unique talent that you got to be able to scheme and get creative with. And he's not someone you can just plug in like a traditional tight end. So I agree. I think it'll be exciting. I think Brock Bowers kind of tells you that you're all in and you're getting as much weapons as you can. And the insurance for the offensive line is tough because then what's the plan for offensive tackle next year?
They're going to be in the same spot and need 2 new ones.
2 new ones. That scares me. So in this scenario, we got our future left tackle. Then you just got to worry about the right tackle spot. Maybe you never know. Carter Warren turns into the guy for the future. Who knows? But I like this draft. We shall see. We shall see. The gold zone will actually be the gold zone this year because the missing piece of the gold zone was Mr. Aaron Rodgers. How about that?
From your lips to God's ears.
Go Joe Milton if he's there. Lascelles wanted us to go Joe Milton. Luppy, team trade back. I would be happy with this. There we go, Luppy. He approves. We got some improvements in the chat. Absolutely love it. Can Bowers block?
Yeah.
He can block.
He's not like Ben Hartstock, but like Baldinger did a good film breakdown on Bowers as a blocker. Says he's a true bulldog in the blocking game. I'm like, all right, I'm sold.
What's your guys' thoughts of drafting Roma Dunze at 10 if he's there?
Run the pick in. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be absolutely thrilled. Yeah, to go in 3 wide with Odunze, Garrett Wilson, and Mike Williams is really exciting.
I love that idea for a lot of different reasons because I want Garrett to have a long-term number 2. And I think it works out for the financial. And maybe it's not Roma Dunze. Maybe it's we get a second-round pick and it's Roman Wilson, or maybe it's Tez Walker later on, or somebody that's not in the first round. But the idea of like giving Garrett Wilson hopefully an extension next year and having another stud on a rookie deal, it works financially from that perspective. Because Mike Williams, yeah, I'd be all in. They're going to get a wide receiver in this year's draft class. It's a matter of who it's going to be. I've seen a lot of mocks that get Rome Odunze to the Jets at 10. And I'm like, oh my God, I think that might be my dream scenario, to being honest.
I think it's more possible than some people give it credit for. Like, I would not be shocked at all if Romo Odunze was there for the Jets at pick 10. Draft is weird. Someone's going to go way earlier than they're supposed to, or a team will trade out. I don't know. I think there's a shot he's there at 10.
I agree.
Like it.
I agree. I mean, like, not everyone, like all the mocks, it never really goes like how everyone says it's supposed to go by the time we get there. You know, there's always a twist. Could be a quarterback we're not expecting they get picked higher. Maybe one falls. A year ago, everyone swore that Will Levis was a top 10 pick. He fell out of the first round. So, like, you never truly know. And, you know, I think Latham could go higher than people realize. All of a sudden, does that push down another receiver we're not expecting? Some people like Odunze better than Neighbors. What if Neighbors is the guy that falls to 10? That could happen too. No one talks about.
I also think there's a chance for like a defensive player to go earlier that no one's talking about.
Yep.
That like all of a sudden someone loves Arnold and needs a corner and wants them to be their new corner or something like that. Or even a Quinion Mitchell. I mean, you never know. I think that we've seen a lot of things that are unexpected that could happen for this upcoming draft. And I'm looking at this mock in the first round to kind of rationalize it. Brian Thomas went to Miami, which I find interesting. I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
Bills
I don't
got
think so
Jordan
either.
Morgan. What are your thoughts of Drake, like the Patriots at 3? Like, do you think that Drake May, if he's their guy, like you scared? Like, I don't know. Like, does Drake May feel like a bust, or does he feel like a guy that's going to work out? Or like, who do you, as a Jets fan and a Patriots hater, hope that they take at 3? Or there's not really anybody that you hope that they take because you think you like all these quarterbacks?
I'm so bad at evaluating this. Like, teams are awful at it. Like, I thought Josh Allen was going to suck and Sam Darnold was going to be good. And Sam was better as a rookie than Allen was if you go back. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think it's such a crapshoot. Like, if they take Drake May, over or JJ McCarthy, like history will show you that of all these like quarterbacks, like chances are 2 of them will end up being good, 3 will probably suck if 5 go in the first round.
Yeah. I think Jaden Daniels is a prospect that would scare me if I was taking a quarterback, because there's a ton of upside there, but he also is due for like, he makes a lot of boneheaded decisions and puts his body on the line, and like a quarterback that slender feel like is going to end up getting banged up. So I think he's the one of like the big 4 that I'm the lowest on in that group.
Yeah, and I also keep reminding like these teams, because we have experience and like everyone's drunk on all these quarterback prospects. Like, oh, this draft class is loaded with quarterbacks. Yeah, you sure? I mean, we said that about 2021. Now, Trevor Lawrence is supposed to be this generational quarterback. He's not a generational quarterback. Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. Everyone's like, oh, the Steelers got their new quarterback for the future, Justin Fields. Did they? I mean,
No.
come on. Mac Jones. Like, that draft class was supposed to be stacked at the quarterback spot. 5 QBs went, and like one of them is good. So, I don't know. That's just what I keep reminding everyone's like, we're all like, ooh, Caleb Williams, ooh, Jaden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, Drake May, even Bo Nix, Michael Penix. We're always so infatuated by the prospects, but then when they actually get drafted, it's such a different dynamic. Such a different dynamic. Barney with the $2. Alt, if he's there. Bowers, if not. Bakhtiari, backup left tackle. If the Jets go get Brock Bowers, hypothetically, do you think them bringing in a Bakhtiari as the backup tackle makes sense?
I do.
Yeah.
I definitely, if they go weapon, then I think you're pretty much locking in that Bakhtiari is going to sign at some point. You know, they're in May, right? Like, you get him in here. Not another one that's a Band-Aid fix, not a long-term answer, but I could see them bringing him in.
An all-in Super Bowl type of move. We'll see. Luppy, typical Jets. Sam will rock this year. In Minnesota, do you guys think he's going to like start? Like, are the Vikings going to be aggressive to get their quarterback, or are they going to like roll with Sam?
I think he starts, but they're going to take a quarterback in the first round, so his days are numbered there.
I mean, in this mock, they took Fashanu, which I don't see that happening.
No.
You got to get Sam as Mekhi Becton.
Yeah. Well, that's true. All right, folks, we're going to wrap up the show now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Jets Roundtable. We're not going to be live next week because next week is the draft, and we got a lot of things going on for all respective stuff. Matt and Ryan and Green Bean are hosting an event. They'll be live, I'm assuming, on the Talking Jets YouTube channel, right, Matt?
Yep.
So definitely go check them out. Jake will be over there in Vegas, live on the Jake Asman Show's YouTube channel, Jake Asman. Both the links down below in the description. And then I'll be live on Jets Media from MetLife Stadium for my reaction. So we got a lot of fun things coming up this week, guys. Knicks playoffs, Islanders playoffs. The Mets are now the best baseball team in New York all of a sudden. Who said that? Did I say that? Come on, Jake. Let's go Mets.
I can't support you there, but I'm happy. I'm happy that you're happy, Richie.
Honestly, after an 0-5 start and seeing what they're doing, I'm a happy man.
I like Harrison Bader and Luis Severino and Carlos Mendoza. And am I missing any other ex-Yankees you guys brought in this offseason?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. So the trifecta of the former Yankees.
Yes.
Oh, we got some super chats before we go. 3 Legends, love ya analysis. What you guys think on the Bowers rumors? We take him at 10, or do you think that's a smokescreen? I love Adunze or Neighbors. I'm pretty sure, Jake, you said it could be smokescreen at the top of the show, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to end up taking Bowers. I think the fact that everyone is on the consensus they are, I think is the Jets trying to like do the opposite of what happened last year when they telegraphed they wanted seemingly an offensive lineman. So I think they're trying to like push back really hard on that this time around. Now, is there a scenario where they could take him? I suppose there is. I think their preference is one of the stud tackles or one of the stud receivers first, trade back, and then if they can't find a trade partner, maybe then they'd go Bowers. But Bowers is probably like scenario number 5 I picture happening.
Scenario number 5. According to the books, he's the favorite. So where there's smoke, we'll see if there's fruition. Whatever that freaking saying is. Lissell with the $10 super chat, the last one of the show, unless another one comes in. He says, but it's tough for us Jets fans to say that because tell a QB that has worked out for us even in 1984 draft, the best QB class of all time. We got Ken O'Brien.
Cam was a good player. He was.
I mean, listen, I just like to remind the people that I just feel like everyone is assuming these quarterbacks are just for sure franchise guys. And I'm just trying to remind the people that it's the same conversation every year. Not the case. There's busts everywhere. Sorry, Bryce Young. I'm not going to say you're a bust yet. You're a bust as a rookie. Let's see what you do in year 2. CJ Stroud, killing it. But I digress. We shall see. Thank you, Lisselle, for the super chat. One last super chat. Wow. Jake wants Brock. Don't let him fool you. Is that true, Jake? Are you just lying to us?
Oh yeah, I'm actually a closet Bauer board.
He
has
smoke
come out.
screening us. That's what it is. He's smoke screening his smoke screen take.
That's
Jake
right.
came out as a Bauer boy here live on the Jets Roundtable. You love
Let's
to see
go,
it.
baby. Yeah. Our nation, stand up. Woo!
Let's go.
Jets. Yeah.
Bowers, Bowers, Bowers. All right, folks. We'll catch you guys next time. Hit the like button on your way out. Salute to the chat. Peace